Mathematics has always been an integral part of a student's curriculum since the 17th century, and so is mathematical anxiety.
Some students have a strong inclination towards mathematics, thanks to their genes or their trait, while some struggle with just the name.
Here we are to help all of you by.
That's right, with the best intrinsic and extrinsic motivation strategies to encourage a student in mathematics.
It is essential to reveal to the students of the gap in their understanding of the subject. When students themselves understand the void, they get the desire to learn more and fill them. This can be done by presenting them with some simple exercises followed by some complex ones of the same category.
A student needs to understand that mathematics is not about completing chapters, but rather understanding the process. This duty solely lies on the teacher who guides them. Mathematics is learning the sequential concepts. You must learn the A's, the B's, and you cannot skip the C's and jump to D's. Also, this is essential for teachers to embrace the fact, while one student can take 5 days to understand the basics, another student might take 15, and that is okay. And one must act patiently, especially with those few students who have maths phobia.
When students are given challenges, they act enthusiastically. All of them, even though there are anxious ones in the crowd. So, challenges must be chosen with great care. These are supposed to make them curious and learn more, not to make them more anxious.
Mugging up formulas for examination may help a student pass for the time being, but would not necessarily evoke interest. Teachers, when starting with a new chapter, must help them understand the practical application of these calculations.
Education is supposed to be fun and not agonizing. Mathematical games and puzzles are great ways of inducing students' interest in learning more. This does not distract them from the basics and keep them aligned with mathematical thinking. Mathematics has formulas, and memorizing each can be stressful, especially for a student with mathematical anxiety. But there are tricks to remember these formulas, and teaching students how to apply those can help them conquer their subject fear.
History has several relevant stories of mathematical geniuses who excelled in the subject. Also, famous personalities who though struggled with mathematics but had great scientific abilities. And a student must know them all. The stories of extraordinary men like Charles Darwin and Thomas Edison who struggled in mathematics and yet became scientists.
Students are bound to have queries and curiosities. Motivated students ask them out directly and get their concepts cleared, but others stay quiet and subdue their doubts. Every teacher must actively take part in understanding which student is not comfortable in placing their queries.
Students and teachers working together to solve critical problems is a great learning atmosphere. Each student has a technique of understanding problems and solving them. Several students working on a problem means several techniques on the plate. One can learn from each other and multiply their mathematical abilities.
Every student is unique, and an elephant must not be judged by its ability to fly. We all are constructed differently with widely different strengths, aptitudes, and skills. One may not be good in mathematics but can be extraordinary in English, and which is their strength. An aptitude test is a series of questions to help students understand their skills and abilities. So, if a student has mathematical skills, they can sharpen it. If not, they could just learn the basics and let it be.
Hurrah!
She seems pretty happy after practicing the points. If you want to be happy just like her, please go through the points carefully.